world has ever seen. How was that? Did we get it? From our secret mountain lair, we forge only the
Yeah. Also, you can spit acid, and Victoria, you've got 12 acorns that can suddenly just like throw things.
Oh, hey everybody! Now you can hear us.
Now they can hear
Now
us.
they can hear us.
I'm getting a whiteboard to take notes.
Yes.
Do we need a starting soon screen so that we can converse back here, or?
Nah.
Okay. Hey everybody! Sorry, Connor is not a professional streamer, so crazy stuff happens. It is not intentional. Here we are. Sorry again. AC 15. Oh, armor. Oh, I see. Yep. Okay. I didn't ask you to do that, but I appreciate it. Everyone, if your armor classes could be also in the chat, that would be, or your names, that would be super great. I'm like, what's AC 15? What is that?
So,
Oh,
Connor,
now,
there's
right.
a game
I
called
should know
Dungeons
that.
and Dragons.
I don't know what that is.
A large portion of it is combat. It's a full third of the game.
Listen, I'm a modern artist who randomly puts together abstract symbols, pictures, and words, and for some reason people seem to think that I'm making Dungeons and Dragons accessories. I don't know how that lands there.
Connor,
Yeah.
Connor, I take your the ramblings of a madman that you give me, and I turn it into D&D. That's what I do. I
Oh.
put numbers into it. That's been my job. Speaking of those numbers, I have exactly no idea where my character sheet is, so like, coming soon.
And your
Good.
mic is still doing the multiple volume thing.
Yep.
No,
Very
that's just
good.
my voice sometimes.
Hey everybody. So Gemhammer's bad at streaming, as you are all thoroughly aware. It's because we've been busy with the Grimoire, which Kickstarter, and finally getting that finished off. Some of you may be aware of this because you've received tracking numbers, and some of you may not. But both the Gemhammer Grimoire and the cards are in. There's some cases of them over there. There's a lot more at the distribution center going out to everyone that backed our Kickstarter, so expect to see those very soon. The adventure we're playing tonight was supposed to be part of our anniversary celebration, which was in July, but everyone's
It
schedules.
was that long ago.
It was that long ago. Everyone's schedules didn't work out, and I also had a 2-week period in the middle of September where I forgot all about this because we had moved on to other things, and then went like it was like some Monday night we played D&D, and Joe was like, "Hey, are we playing on Wednesday?" Oh, oh. I'm gonna find out.
Friends, I got a question that is completely unrelated to that whole I can't find my character sheet thing. What level are we?
5.
Five.
Cool, thank you.
Do you remember what class you were?
I was a wizard because I have a wizard spell list. I have my spell list. I just don't have.
You have this. You know what? I don't, that doesn't surprise me. It's fine. I know what's going on here.
This is why I put my character sheet on the app, and I could just bring it up. And I was
Whoa,
like, oh,
whoa, whoa! Hey, whoa, whoa!
Oh, you saw nothing.
We're not plugging other people's products, okay? I'm just saying.
Just hashtag not a sponsor.
Welcome to Gemhammer and Sons Live, where roughly 70 to 90% of this is just us plugging a product. So don't you dare plug D&D Beyond as
I didn't say what it was.
I log into Roll20. Oh my god, and actually it's funny, that was exactly what was here when I opened it for the first time. Out of
I mean,
fear
Connor,
that
I'll plug your products. You know. So.
you do that every Monday, so I'm not going to make you do that here. For those of you joining us for the first time, the 2 games that we played before this are ready to be uploaded. Actually, one of them is on YouTube now. The other one I forgot to upload because Connor's not a professional streamer. He's a professional graphic designer and game designer, so he keeps getting bogged down doing that instead of coming on here and playing with you folks. Mike, I'm glad you're looking forward to some quality D&D. We are going to hopefully get that going for you as soon as I get myself in order. So we got a little slowed down, and 3 months later, or whatever it is, we are finally here together again to finish off this adventure, which will be free to all of our followers on Patreon. This Friday, I believe. Yes, I have that ready to go for Friday. And sorry, I'm looking for Nightbot. Bear with me, folks. I opened Nightbot. I set it up so that I could give you folks some stuff. I can't find it because I have too many tabs. I have found it. So anyway, for those of you joining us for the first time, or those of you who need a refresher, we are at the Gemhammer and Sons Gemiversary Hammerbration Gala event. Actually, you know what? I'm getting ahead of myself. I've just been totally thrown off by the fact that a starting soon screen didn't go up, and instead we were suddenly live with no audio. So I didn't go around and introduce people like I had planned. Connor's not a professional streamer. So let's go. I was going to say clockwise, but I closed Streamlabs so I could open up Nightbot, and I don't know where everyone is. So let's start.
Clockwise next is me, as it turns out.
There we go. Joe, take it away while
I am
end my life.
with Connor, and certainly not building a character sheet right now. That is important. That is canon. Don't worry about that. Connor and I make more better game stuff with Gemhammer, which, if you didn't know, I would be shocked to find out you were here at this stream. And then I got Amelia next, going clockwise.
Oh, hi, I'm Amelia Herbst. I am the community manager of Geeks Like Us, and I'm also the producer and audio editor for Brain Noodles. And then Megan is under me, I think.
Yep, Megan next.
Yep. Hi, I'm Dr. Megan Connell. I'm the co-founder of Geeks Like Us. I'm the host of Brain Noodles and the Dungeon Master for Clinical Role that we play every other Monday on Geeks Like Us. I'm also a psychologist and not a video editor, and I have something like 14 episodes of Clinical Role to upload onto YouTube, so Connor, don't feel bad.
I feel bad anyways.
My name is Beth. I am one of the artists for Gemhammer and Sons Gaming. I was the one who did a lot of the illustrations for the Deck of Many Things, of which I do not have near me in any way.
I,
Kill them.
I do, because we're giving them away tonight,
Look at that.
which we'll talk about after Beth introduces herself.
So I am not a professional streamer, and I just pretty much make really interesting drawings, and sometimes I make them move. But yeah, so that's me.
And I am Connor, your host, who is not a professional streamer. I make more better game stuff with Joe, and here we are celebrating 5 years, it seems, of just this live stream. No, celebrating 5 years of Gemhammer and Sons. This adventure is, for those of you joining us for the first time, it is us celebrating in our fantasy world that we've concocted for ourselves all of the ridiculous antics of our adventures and our products and the lore that we're building for our products and world. We are giving away tonight, to finally cap off the celebration, the products that made it all happen in the first place are Deck of Many Things. We are giving away the Deck of Many Things and our 0th edition, which is a recreation or a reimagining of the original version of the Deck of Many Things. And I'm also going to include these guys right here. These are cards that were originally only available in the Deck of All the Things, which is no longer available. It's out of print. We are going to be talking more about that coming back on a later date, but for right now, someone tonight is going to be able to get a hold of the cards that were only available in that product, and will now be going to you. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by the cards in my hands. What is wrong with me? Anyway, so we're going to be doing a giveaway for that. We are going to be finishing off this adventure to help celebrate 5 years of Gemhammer and having a great time. So to catch everybody up, now that I've said that for the 9th time, I'm actually going to tell you where we are. Our intrepid adventurers, Lady Blackwood, Rupert, Williamsboro, Isla, and Victoria, Lady Victoria, whose last name I don't recall. Because it's been 10 years since we played this game.
She's like Cher.
It's like Cher. It's like Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
a better one. We've arrived at the Gemhammer Gala event. It was a great party. Everyone was having a wonderful time. When the Gemhammer and Sons secret mountain lair was besieged by Bribblemorph, or a wizard claiming to be Bribblemorph, a wizard who you are all aware should be very old, if not extremely dead, but this appears to be a young person that is attacking the building. Everyone is trapped inside of a giant dome surrounding the facility. The non-sentient, quasi-real gnome creatures that inhabit the building are attacking everyone on sight for reasons that you are not too sure of. You went on a quest to try and save the Sons in Gemhammer and Sons, Hurin and Theron Gemhammer, but found only their simulacrums, who are basically illusory doppelgangers made of snow. They made you a Jack and Coke or a gin and tonic, maybe as a whiskey sour, I don't remember, but also gave you VIP passes. You saved them from a pack of demons, as you were under the impression that they were the genuine article, Hurin and Theron Gemhammer. And they made you aware that Bribblemorph is no longer in this part of the secret mountain lair and has made his way, presumably, to Gurin's study, where a single copy of the Gemhammer Grimoire is currently held on site. It seems that his intention was to dispatch with his rival's children and then steal the grimoire for himself. The simulacrums don't know everything that their originals would know, so this is all they really have to go off of. The Gemhammer Grimoire, of course, being available now for pre-order at gemhammer.com, and will be shipping out soon. This is, of course, a reference to our most recent Kickstarter, where we made a grimoire of all the ridiculous spells that we've been making for last year. As you can see in the ad in the bottom corner, new spellcasting options, spells, epic spellcasting, advanced familiars, all the more better magic stuff that you want for your game. And it seems that this wacky wizard Brimblemorph is out to steal it. So here you are in the VIP lounge. You've been given some VIP guest bags, which had some goodies in it. And now is the time where I get back to the Adobe InDesign document where the adventure actually exists. And remember what was in those, because that was like where we left off, was you folks going through these VIP bags. The simulacrums of Hearn and Theron was willing to give you the VIP bags if you would go after Brimblemorph. They were, of course, unaware that that was already your intention, but you agreed to it regardless. Rupert, you agreed to do it in exchange for your gin and tonic or whatever it was.
I literally don't remember that, but that sounds on brand, so I'm going to go with it.
Yeah, maybe it was a scotch and soda. I don't recall. You were very concerned with finding a bar and being in the VIP lounge because you are, of course, a VIP. You are a very important person. This is where you belong.
Fact.
So you were far less concerned with like fighting the demons and things along the way.
Fighting the what?
The imps. There are the bodies of many imps on the ground around you.
No, I don't remember that at all. I feel like I would have remembered that.
Fair enough.
Having drinks.
Yeah,
So-
you were primarily concerned with finding your drink, and they made you a drink, if only to shut you up.
We also, if I recall, got a barrel of healing pickles.
You do. You have a barrel of healing pickles.
It's
So-
2 hit points for healing of each.
That's right. They do 2 HP each. So you have, of course, been through 2 combat encounters at this point. So you folks are probably doing a little worse for wear on.
Oh no, I ate a ton of pickles. I was fully
We all ate a bunch of pickles.
Right. So since it's been like 16 years since we last played this game, I'm just gonna go on faith that everyone ate the whole barrel of pickles and are now back up to full, and we'll go from there. Especially where one of you, I am to understand, doesn't have their original character sheet and doesn't remember the joke he wouldn't stop making, let alone how many hit points he had.
Yep, because I force fed him pickles.
There was a joke I was making.
No, you might have been serious.
It's almost certainly true.
We got off stream and he's just sitting there screaming in his basement, "Where's my Tom Collins?" or whatever it was. Sorry, just needed to scroll down to the part of the adventure we are actually in. So,
The magic
Seriously, Connor, can I have a Tom Collins?
bag.
yeah, you can do that. Do you have the stuff to make a Tom Collins?
I don't. I have no idea what's in a Tom Collins.
Neither do I. So
That's for
we're
the
on the
help,
same
my friend.
page. So you all have a voucher for a free magic item from Gemhammer and Sons. A rare magic from you each have a voucher for a rare magic item from participating Gemhammer and Sons magic item shop locations, which you are not in one, so that's too bad. You do also have some diamond pendants, golden diamond pendants shaped like a gemhammer that glows bright blue when worn. They serve as a periapt of wound closure. You also find a +1 dagger. Do with that as you will.
When you're wearing it, doesn't it stabilize you if you're about to die, and it does double healing rolls?
Yes, so, and I believe this was a joke that I made last time, when Rupert says the word and dies from lightning damage, because that is one of the things that is happening.
I have that written down. I know that. That's true.
So, for those, one thing I left out, and this is important, one of the things that is affecting the Secret Mountain Lair is waves of wild magic are ripping through the castle and affecting everyone inside. And whenever I decide, we all get to draw from the Deck of Wonder. We're going to wipe the slate clean and say that as this next wave comes through, whatever was affecting you before goes away.
Oh, God.
Because, one of you had a whole lot of stuff where they were hearing everyone else's thoughts, and people were hearing their thoughts. And, I just don't feel the need to get too much deeper into that.
Being strangers will no longer think Rupert is donkey, because that's what I have.
I have, what is it, for the next 7 hours, people who do not know me, and let's be honest, there's no one like that, would see me as a donkey in a top hat.
But apparently that will now be wiped.
It had no effect anyway. It effectively had no text.
That you know.
And you'll notice that I'm replacing some of these cards because one of those I'm pretty sure would probably kill you. So I'm going to just move right past that. Perfect. That's much better. Lady Blackwood, you successfully recast your most recently cast spell. Who remembers what spell that was?
I believe it might have been. Check my spells. Thunderous Smite.
Cool. You cast that.
Bam.
Do you target anyone in particular?
No, because it pretty much just goes in a 1 meter diameter around me. Just...
Cool. And you destroy some tables for no reason, and everyone thinks you're very strange. Victoria, everything
Yes.
that is dirty
Purple.
or you no longer have to say that. But
Excellent.
everything that is dirty or broken in a 6-mile radius of you becomes like new. So everything is now clean and wonderful now that after she destroys it.
Does that work on my self-esteem too?
It does say everything, so yes.
Clean or dirty. You can't have clean or dirty self-esteem.
It says broken.
Okay.
So,
All the
Isla,
stuff has been smashed.
I'm going to tell you the 2 cards that I pulled for you because the first one I was afraid was going to kill you, so I got rid of it. So you don't have to worry about this one, but your lungs would have filled with water for 15 seconds. We're not going to do that. I'm not evil. However, you do create an illusory image of a person of your choice, but they aren't wearing any clothing.
Can everyone else see this?
Yes, everyone can see the illusory image of a person of your choice that you create. And Rupert, Megan, we were talking about this. Anyone that follows Clinical Role, Megan's stream, it's amazing that it's serendipitous that and you all saw me open this up, but everyone earnestly believes your name to be Dabney for 1 month.
Yeah.
Sorry, everyone everywhere earnestly believes your name to be Dabney for 1 month. Rupert.
Well, we'll see what happens with the self-esteem now.
Do
That's-
I need to roll on the random madness table as I look at the autographs I've pre-signed in my hand, and there's someone else who has clearly written all over my picture?
Yes.
Okay.
So you pull that up and you tell me what you get.
What is that, DMG?
Madness? It might be. That might be Player's Handbook. That was in the SRD.
I'll find it. I'll let you know.
All right. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Back to the InDesign document. And I see there are some more people in the chat, so I am going to do one more Nightbot before we get too deep into this.
It's in the DMG.
There you
Yep,
go.
I got it.
Let me click on this. There we go.
All right, so back into it. Now, when you folks came to the VIP lounge, you know that I can't see any of you because
Just for the record, I'm unconscious.
Okay, so Rupert falls down unconscious. The rest of you remember on your way to the VIP lounge. Why are you unconscious?
That's my random madness. For the next 4 minutes, I am unconscious.
Okay, so you'll be unconscious for the rest of this. You all remember, as a part of whatever lockdown is occurring in this building, basically every doorway is sealed. Like every lab, every office, everything is sealed except for this. You never found out whether that was except for like the path to the VIP room. You never found out for sure if that was because everything was locked down for the party, and this was open because this is where the lounge was and this is where people were going to be, or if it locked down as a consequence of whatever in the heck is going on in this place, like with the gnome illusions attacking everyone and this wizard on the rampage. However, it does occur to you all that you all came straight here, and Bribblemorph was ahead of you, but you didn't pass him. So who knows how he's getting around, but you didn't cross ways with him. But the only other way to go is back the way you came. There isn't like another path.
I thought there was a hallway leading off of here.
There was another hallway across the set of stairs you used to get up here, but it was sealed off when you guys went over there.
Because we came through here through a hole in the wall, right?
No, you. They let you release you from the ballroom, where they're kind of like holding everything down, trying to keep everyone safe. And then you went down a series of hallways, came to a stairwell, went up the stairs, and so that stairwell, it's like 2 staircases go off in different directions. And you got up to here, and it was blocked off. But up here is the hallway that led you to where you are now.
Right. And Bribblemorph did come through here.
Presumably. But you
I want to
didn't.
go look for hidden doors and things.
Sure. Can I get a investigation check?
Mm-hmm. Natural 20, so 23.
You don't find anything in this room in particular that you find like some notes like hidden like in the behind the bar for people, like a really old bottle of scotch tucked away in back. But other than that, like nothing, like there's no levers. You're pulling on like sconces and nothing's happening. So near as you can tell, there are no hidden passageways in this room.
I think we need to wake up Dabney and get going.
Can we just drag him? Because he seems pretty dead and we should not have to waste time. He'll wake up in a little bit.
I'm gonna grab one of the bottles of cheap liquor.
Okay.
And I'm gonna throw it on Dabney to wake him up.
You're gonna pour it on him or throw
Yep.
the bottle at him? Okay.
I might just like dump it all into a glass and splash.
Dabney, you awake smelling of cheap booze and laying on the floor of a very nice looking room.
This is obviously this is how Dabney's waking up right now. This is also how Rupert woke up this morning, so this is not phasing him at all.
I assume that Rupert, now Dabney, regularly awakens in very nice locations, but covered in cheap liquor and laid out on the floor.
And we can't hear
Your
him.
microphone.
I'm gonna buy you a new one. That's it.
You say that every time.
I do. He keeps insisting it's fine.
When going through Connor's computer, I'm blaming Connor entirely. Don't blame
It's
me. I have 10 meetings on
It
the
happens
go.
to no one else.
yeah.
No one else.
It's-
No one else has this problem.
No
You're
one else
still
has this problem.
Super quiet.
It's
Like,
not
we can
just you.
kinda
Like
hear you, but-
I'm on Zoom calls constantly with tons of people. You're the only one that this happens with.
Yeah. Here I am. Let's get to work. What needs shooting? Is there some kind of fireball?
No, there's yourselves, a bunch of demon bodies, which look very clean now. They're very well cleaned and taken care of demon bodies, because everything is like new. And 2 simulacrums.
Okay. Why
Are
was
they
I woken
also
up?
like new?
What's
We're
that?
going to a different room.
Why are the demon bodies like new?
No. Are the guys that are supposed to be other dudes, they're the copies of them. They were kind of breaking down. Are they now like new?
You know, that's not like that's not how simulacrums normally work. You usually have to like pay a bunch of like magic and also real world valuables to like repair them, but it does say everything. So I'm gonna say yes, they are back up to their total number of hit points and repaired all
Excellent.
the way.
Excellent. Glad to be of service. Dabney, we're moving on to another room. We don't feel like dragging you.
I will use my legs then.
Cool. Get
That
off
is
the-
good.
Perfect. So I presume you all go back the way you came.
Yes.
Yes.
I feel like Isla's in the process of trying like whatever image has appeared. It's probably the naked version of her mentor, which she's super embarrassed about. So she's like trying to like get him to go away as she's like following the group.
How does it say
How close it follows, because we may notice
you
some
create an illusory image of a person of your choice, but they aren't wearing any clothing? That's it. It doesn't say anything beyond that. It doesn't necessarily follow you. It doesn't say how long it lasts. But there it is.
Even if
There's-
it doesn't follow her, she's still like
There's the image of your mentor.
Why is the naked person here?
Naked as Jaybird, just leering at you uncomfortably.
and I am very uncomfortable with it leering at me. So I'm
Well.
just very much like
And then it disappears because that's it. Like it's just an
Good.
illusion. It's fine. But now you have that image in your head forever. So
I'm not a fan.
it's the gift that keeps on giving.
Not a fan.
I also have that image in my head forever, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay,
Right.
so you are as you make your way back down this hallway, you do come to those stairs. Can I get a perception check?
I
Do you
didn't
have the
see
lot
shit.
at 12?
8.
Perception.
19.
14.
Yeah, I mean, even with the 8, it's kind of hard to notice. The door that had been closed previously is now a pile of molten slag. It seems as though you could just walk through this door, because it's not a door anymore.
Say we go through.
That
The door.
perception check was not necessary. Everyone would have noticed it. So.
I'm thinking we should investigate, seeing as all the other doors are closed and the only
Got
other
giant steel doors, like a bunker. Every doorway, every alternate
mean,
hallway is
I'm gonna
sealed.
Everything
Not
was
this one.
just fixed, so this is strange.
Before we do anything, I'm gonna put on that necklace from that VIP bag because I think it might be
Oh.
useful later. You know,
I'm putting on mine too.
Yeah, same here.
Could I use the +1 dagger?
Sure.
Unless somebody else needs that.
I got 2 hammers.
Cool.
My mind is my weapon. What happened to my scotch when I went unconscious?
You'd already drank
I
it.
assume you. I assume you're like, oh, I'm feeling faint, and then fell down.
Yeah, that's on brand.
Does anyone go and enter into the hallway, stepping over the pile of molten door?
Yes.
No question.
All right. As you make your way down the hall, there is a single door open at the end of this hall.
I'm gonna check a ball
And
bearing
it's
down
at
on
the
it.
very end of the hall. Like, so this hallway stops, and there's a wall and a single door.
Actually, can I check for traps going down the hallway? Because this seems like a death trap.
You certainly can. You still want to throw that ball bearing?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw the ball bearing first.
Do it.
Should I do a strength check for that? Or just throw the ball bearing?
Just throw the ball bearing. It's a ball strength check. It's
It's
a
a
ball
ball
bearing.
I don't know.
And you're throwing
know.
it.
So investigation for traps is a +3, so that's 18.
You don't notice anything out of the ordinary. It just seems really sketchy. as you're walking through.
Seems no traps.
And the ball bearing skitters down the hallway and rolls to the door.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up to the door and see if it is opened for me by some unseen servant.
No, it does not open for you, as though some unseen servant. It's just there.
Fine, I'll use my hand on the doorknob.
Okay, and you do. It opens, and it opens up to a very large circular room.
As the door's opening, I will turn behind me to my compatriots and say, "See, I got it." Walk in.
The room has very high ceilings. There are two half-circle bookcases along the outside edge of the room. There are floating orbs all around the ceiling. They almost look like stars, lighting the whole room. On the far wall, there's a desk, and in the center of the room, there is a very large statue. There's this beautiful elf woman sitting atop a plinth. Sitting atop a throne made of vines, and in her lap are two small boys. They have features of both elves and dwarves. The boys, not the woman. And there is a plaque just at the bottom.
In what language is the plaque?
What language do you speak?
Common and French.
Neither of those.
Celestial, Elvish, Katori, or Thieves' Cant?
Nope.
Common, Elvish, and Giant.
Nope.
I'm guessing Abyssal, Celestial, and Undercommon are also no's.
As a matter of fact, no. No, that's also not those.
Are you sure it's not in French?
I'm pretty sure it's not in French.
Okay.
Let me check. Nope. No, not in French. But that's okay.
Can I use... Oh, I have comprehend languages.
Oh, okay.
So I will use an action and do that.
Okay. It says Melanwi, Huron, and Theron.
Ah. Okay. Can I try to comprehend languages even more?
You already know that Huron and Theron are the names of Gurren Gemhammer's two children.
Yeah.
So presumably Melanwi is the name of the third person in this statue.
Probably the vines then.
Yeah, probably the vines then. Yeah, that's Melanwi the vines, an unnamed elf woman, and then two children in her lap.
Cool. I inform the group that this is what this is.
And there is no exit to this room. It is just a round room with lots of books.
What are the orbs up to? How many of these are there? What size are they?
There's like a dozen or so. They're floating around the ceiling. They're just illuminating the room. They don't...
Sort of like dancing lights kind of deal?
Yeah, like permanent dancing lights.
I'm gonna go look at the statue to see if there is some sort of button or mechanism to give us a secret doorway.
Yeah, can I get an investigation check?
Yep. Oh, 21.
Oh, cool. Under, like, sort of under the back of the throne, like there's like it's all made of vines, and more
By her
like
butt?
stone vines. Oh no, like behind the throne, like not where she meets the throne, but just behind the throne where there are more vines. You do find a collection of scrolls, kind of tucked in deep inside the stonework of vines. And when you pull them out, it's like tied with a ribbon, and you open it up, and it is
Porn. It's porn. It's their hidden porn collection.
Children's drawings scribbled on parchment. They're all different, but many of them are of a six-armed figure that appear to have blue ovals on sticks in each hand. Does anyone speak Sylvan?
I can currently comprehend languages.
There you go. They in Sylvan, it says Huckleby. His favorite thing is raspberries on one of them, and us and Dad and Huckleby. And there is like a picture of two little stick figures and a bigger stick figure, and again this six-armed figure with blue ovals on sticks in its hands.
Would you describe these dancing lights as blue ovals?
No.
Okay. Cool. I let everyone else know the information that I have and let them draw their own conclusions.
Do we know what Huckleby is, or
I'm gonna
what that
guess
refers
it's this
to?
six-armed.
Well,
Mortal
that's what I'm
Kombat
guessing
character.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just wondering
Presumably
if
it's
any
the
of-
figure in the drawings. You've
Well, but I mean,
never
do we
heard of
know
a
is, like-
Huckleby
Yeah.
in relation to the Gemhammers. This is new to you.
Does it look like any type of magical creature that we know of in these worlds?
It's a small children's drawing, so even if it's like just a guy in armor, or just a depiction of a giant, or just supposed to be a giraffe, who's to say? It could be
Gotcha.
a magical creature, or some elaborate construct, or just a guy. It's not super clear. Again, children's drawings.
Can I investigate the desk?
Yes, it can.
I got an 11.
It's a desk. There's some stuff on it, some random notes, some random scrolls. Nothing crazy.
I'd probably be looking for any weird magic.
Yeah. How are you doing that? Are you casting detect magic, or are you?
Just seeing if anything is up. You know, the persistent dancing lights, consistent dancing lights is kind of weird for Isla. So she'd probably see if like anything else just felt off.
Sure. Can I get an Arcana check?
That's a 10.
Those lights are weird.
So weird.
But actually, while you're kind of going around trying to figure things out, could I get from Isla a? You're like a researcher, so I'm gonna give this to you as a straight knowledge check. Can I just get a straight intelligence? Because knowledge, I've been playing too much Pathfinder. Knowledge is not a thing. Intelligence. Can I just get a straight intelligence check?
14.
14. You recognize that many of the books in this room, like, you've heard of them before. Like, they're all books of research, or they're, like, Gorm's Guide to Poisons and Toxins is a book you've heard of, and you see that it's here. But many of them are very old and dusty, but there are blue books randomly throughout the shelves that look a little out of place. They don't have anything written on the spine except for a single rune.
Can I try to pull one out and look at it?
You can. And when you do, you hear a click as you pull on it. And it is not a book, but in fact some kind of lever.
I'd probably turn around and, particularly at Victoria, but at the group, I'd be like, I think this goes somewhere. The blue books do something. Help.
Are the runes all different, or is it the same rune on all of the books?
No, there are 26 runes. In fact, for the remainder of this puzzle, I just assume that they're letters of the alphabet.
Go in order?
How many of the books have the
Itch
blue things on there?
26.
Like how many? There's 26.
So you just go A, B, C, D, etc., etc.
Okay.
How about we try to spell out Huckleby loves raspberries? or raspberries.
Give that a try.
Do you pull those books in that order?
Yes.
Okay, and you do, and we skip a whole mechanic of this adventure, and the statue rises up out of the ground, revealing a spiral staircase that goes down into the unknown. And this is why we don't playtest these adventures, so that we don't have to worry about things like that happening.
Guess we're going down.
It's
No,
entirely up-
maybe if we put raspberries in backwards,
Shut up.
we could go up.
It's going down.
So
I'm
are
going down.
you
Dabney,
all,
you
you're
lead
all
the way.
set with the room? You're gonna move on?
Mm-hmm.
Do we
There's
wanna
probably
look
some
up-
sweet treasure, but
Probably, but you'll never know. So you follow this spiral staircase, and it goes down a while. And as you're going down this staircase, like, you do feel tremors. Not like the movie, but like the actual earth shaking. You can't hear Kevin Bacon shouting in the distance. It's just the earth shaking, which is much less terrifying, I know. But as you make your way to the bottom of the staircase, you find yourself in a large open cave. Out ahead of you is a single rock formation, a large rock that jets out and comes to a point, the top of which is a plinth and like a dais where you see a gentleman standing. Beyond that, in the rest of the cave, it is flooded. And along the far back wall, you see a giant stone figure laying half submerged in the water, with 6 arms that dip below the water's surface. And you do see its eyes flickering slightly as it, like, one by one, the arms do begin to slowly raise up out of the water. And you can see as the first one comes out, in its hand is a massive crystalline hammer. Not too dissimilar from the throwers that Lady Blackwood has, but these are glowing blue. And vaguely have the same shape and design as the stylized Gemhammer logo.
I feel as though we maybe shouldn't let that thing wake up.
No, I appreciate the branding.
Yep. Again, standing at this lectern way out ahead of you, probably about 35 feet, is this gentleman. And he turns to you. He is no longer wearing a mask, and I know you guys don't remember, but when we first played, the first time we did this, you came across a gentleman in the crowd as you were entering who was very rude to Isla. He was not very courteous, and you would recognize this as the same person. But you would also recognize it, just based on his clothes, as the character masquerading as Brimblemorph and attacking the Secret Mountain Lair. And he holds in his hand a blue book that looks very similar to this one, which you can get now at gemhammer.com.
Is
But
he
I digress.
within 50 feet of us?
He is.
I think does he look like he's trying to concentrate?
No, he's just looking at you. He has a very smug smile on his face.
I'm going to speak into his mind and be like, no, what do you think you're doing?
And he's very, very delighted, it seems, as you do that. And he does reply back to you. He doesn't use his mind. He just uses his words. It's, come to stop me, have you? Well,
For the record, no, I have not.
oh,
Who are you?
I am Brimblemorph. Matherium G. Brimblemorph. And
I'm sorry, is that supposed to mean something to me?
do you want to just fail a history check, or do you want to make one?
I don't care.
Make the history check.
Sure. 26.
Yeah, you know full well that this is like the storied arch nemesis of Gurren Gemhammer, the very famous artificer. But I presume that your character is feigning ignorance to be a jerk.
I don't know if it's to be a jerk. I wouldn't say that. But yeah, my response has not changed.
Fair enough. Brimblemorph does not seem too pleased with the idea that you wouldn't know his name just immediately. He just kind of glares at you as
This is Dabney, by the way. Everybody knows Dabney. Everybody everywhere.
everyone
actually.
everywhere knows. There was a time where everyone knew Brimblemorph.
Yes,
man,
but this
sucks
is
for you then.
Dabney.
Darby.
Well, this is a time where everyone will know Brimblemorph yet again. When I destroy Gurren's ridiculous lair and all of his friends, this
Oh, we just fixed
arcane
it all.
behemoth behind me will make short work of this building and its inhabitants.
Hey, buddy, I don't mean to, professional courtesy, I guess, here. If I wanted people to know my name, I wouldn't kill everybody. Everyone who was there to see me. Like, it seemed like you did some cool crap today, right? Like, don't
And-
kill anybody anymore, and then people will know you. A cool story, though.
Well, once
We could develop it for Netflix.
once it marches its way across the countryside and I make sure everyone knows I'm responsible, they'll know full well that it was me
The hate?
and that I came out on top. Gurren loses, I win.
How close does the machine look to actually smashing this guy as he is focused on us?
He's starting to stand up. But I'll have you know that I'm capable of a much higher magic than what I'm sure you can cast.
The power of
Can
love.
I?
And
Can I throw
now
the-
that I have Gurren's grimoire, and I have my spells coupled with his, I'm unstoppable. There is... He stumbles back as the open book lurches out at him, and a tentacle shoots out of the center of the book and wraps around him. As he gloats, the open book transforms into a mimic. He drops the rod that was in his hand to the ground, and he falls to the ground with it, rolling around as a series of tentacles come out of the book and wrap around him. All at once, and in a flash of light, Brimblemorph and the Mimic Grimoire disappear. But there is, of course, this giant rock behemoth slowly standing out of the water.
Great. I wish we could clean up that mess with that magic again.
Eh,
Oh, well.
Does anybody gonna look at the behemoth thing and be like, "Danger's gone. Go back to sleep."
Is there an off switch?
Real quick, is there in this cavern that we're in mage armor?
yes, yes, there is mage armor on you. In fact, it is
Cool,
a,
good.
it is a spell you can cast on yourself. Well done.
I'm trying to persuade it to go back to sleep.
Um,
Investigate that dais and see if there's anything to shut that thing off.
You don't find anything on the. Actually, wait. Can I get an investigation check?
I got a 12. This is why I don't like this dice.
Huh. No, actually, this was quite easy to find. Underneath where the book had been, there's a very obvious piece of stone that slides away and reveals a scroll.
Cool. Gonna read the scroll. See
Yes.
what's up with that. Yeah. And it says,
Haha, you fool. You fell for it. This, of course, is not where I would keep my real grimoire. Never will you find it. Love, Gurren.
Well, that's cute.
That was nice of him.
Yeah, It was real nice of him to have this whole ridiculous vault constructed for the express purpose of hiding a fake magic spellbook. And this thing is now fully standing. Its eyes
Oh.
are no longer flickering and
Okay.
brightly lit blue, and it stands before you with 6 mighty hammers, one in each of its hands.
Do you want some raspberries?
The berry loves raspberries. Please go to bed.
Go back to sleep. The castle's safe now. The mimic got the bad boy.
There are raspberries if you're sleeping.
Where are the boys?
They're safe.
Ah.
Its
They
eyes.
ran away.
Oh, who said raspberries first? Okay,
Or one of us did. Yeah.
whoever wants it to be.
I'll be right back, actually. So,
I guess it's me.
Lady
Lady
Blackwood
Blackwood.
can.
So he kind of like gestures with a hammer at you. Where are the boys?
They actually got out of the castle because there was danger, and they left copies of themselves in their place. So I know that they're safe, but we don't know where they went and hid themselves.
Can I get a persuasion check?
Five.
Lies! And begins to swing back with this hammer, and we will roll initiative.
Where are the stupid doppelganger people things?
You left them behind.
Oh my.
I mean, they're simulacrums. They can't regain hit points, and they're supposed to stand there and be decoys. And no one even tried to get them to go with them anyway, so it's fine.
I got a 5.
I'm at 21.
21.
I'm gonna have words. Celestial.
Dabney, how you doing?
8.
So, how's everybody doing?
Not bad.
Awesome.
How are you?
Oh, you know,
I'm gonna-
just hanging out.
Just
So
a couple
it's-
things from chat.
Eh.
Evidently, a Tom Collins is gin and lemonade, which sounds delicious.
Oh,
And Mike wants to know if the grimoire mimic inside the grimoire has a copy of the grimoire in the grimoire mimic.
so it's not that there's a mimic inside the grimoire. Here, I'll read to you. It is. Oh, I went past it. That's right. It's not in the bestiary. It's in. Here we go. So yeah. One of. So this is a mimic that can also hold spell slots, and were created to take the form of a spellbook. It is not that it is a mimic inside the spellbook so much as it is a mimic in the form of a spellbook. So, I mean,
I'm gonna answer for Mike. Thanks for explaining the joke.
I got a 15 for initiative.
oh, perfect. All right, Isla. There is a very angry giant golem with 6 huge hammers.
I think I'm going to use prestidigitation, and I'm going to try to do like a puff of smoke around where I think it's looking out of, like around its face, to see if I can like obstruct its view temporarily. If I'm close enough to it, and if it's not too tall. Let me say those two things.
I've never thought of using prestidigitation that way, and I don't know that there are any rules against it, so I'll allow it.
Thank you.
I don't even know what kind of check you would make for that. I'm gonna. What's your spellcasting stat? You're a
For
warlock?
modifier, it's +2. Attack, it's +5. DC is 13.
No, the stat.
Stat.
So like it's wisdom, charisma, intelligence, one of those three.
She's a warlock, so it's charisma.
Charisma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Make a charisma check.
That is a modified 20.
Okay. Puff of smoke in its face, and it is distracted. I'm going to, and because it's distracted, I'm going to treat this as a surprise round.
Cool.
Did you want to do anything else?
No, that's it for me.
Perfect.
That would just be my reaction, is like, like, that's not good. Like, see if we can distract it. And then that would be it for me.
Victoria.
Are we gonna fight these things, or are we gonna try to this thing, or?
Do you think it'll go back to sleep if we leave?
It's probably going to tear apart everything looking for the voids.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to persuade whatever intelligent spell casting programming there is within this, and say like, we will go find them and bring them to you to show you that they're okay.
Persuasion.
Oh, 15.
Okay, and we'll see what happens with that later on in the initiative. Dabney.
Can I ask a question about the brothers Gemhammer?
Yeah.
Would you say that the two of them could, especially the younger version I saw in the statue, could fit in a 20-foot cube?
Yeah.
All right. I'm absolutely casting Major Image. I create an image of a creature, so I can't do both of them. So the tall one, he seemed nicer. It seems completely real, including the sound, smells, temperatures. And it's loud and it talks, and it always appears real.
Okay.
As it changes location, it looks like it's walking, and it can make different sounds at different times, and carry on a conversation. And it's just going to be one of those Gemhammery boys saying, "Well, buddy, we're all cool. We're all cool. My brother, my brother, his name, he's up grabbing a sandwich, man. Everything's chill. You go sleep, boy."
Okay. Lady Blackwood, what do you do?
So, on this giant, his eyes are glowing.
They were.
Yes, they were.
There's like a puff of smoke in his face, so.
Okay. Is there anything on it that could possibly be an off switch? Because, come on, like any jewels or something, or.
Can I get an Arcana check? This is going to be very difficult.
Please give me a good roll. I got a 6. You're gonna be upset with me.
No, I'm gonna give it to you advantage. Why not? We're having fun here.
16.
You don't see anything that would be an off switch, but it does occur to you that what could have been like the thought, like you're wondering what could be the on switch, because this thing didn't start terrorizing the castle immediately when everything else went on. Like, was it the book? Was it something Bremmelmorph did while he was down here? So while you don't know specifically where the on-off switch is, it does occur to you, like, wait, why now? Why this situation? Where might I find a switch? What was Bremmelmorph doing that made this go on? And it's gonna bring us back to Isla.
It doesn't do anything?
I was treating this as a surprise round, so.
Oh, that's right.
So y'all got 2.
I think depending on how close I am to it, I'm probably just going to back up and see what happens between the mirror image and Victoria trying to talk it down. Like, I'm not going to attack it. I'm just going to wait.
Okay. Victoria.
I'm going to hold an action of firing my short bow at it if it makes an aggressive move towards one of us.
Okay. Dabney.
I'm going to attempt to animal handle this thing.
It's
By proxy of the illusion.
It is not an animal.
Then persuasion negotiation.
Okay.
Whichever one that is.
Persuasion.
Do I get any bonuses because it looks like all the world to be one of his friends?
I'll let you do it at advantage.
Cool. That's a bonus that I'm saying. Great. 15.
Okay. And Lady Blackwood.
I'm gonna be looking around to see if I can find that on switch or whatever was moved or something.
Can I get an investigation check?
Let's see. Got an 18.
On the ground, you find a featureless silver rod. You do recognize it from having just recently been in Bremmelmorph's hand.
Okay. Do I have time to look to see if there's a hole this rod was in or something?
In your investigation, you didn't come across any holes that this might have fit in. It is warm to the touch, though.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna pick it up.
Okay, you are holding this wand in your hand. Rod, whatever.
Okay. I don't know what to do with it.
I know. That's fine.
Hey, wizards, you got anything for this? Because what the hell? I don't know. You investigate it? Because I would just hit things with it.
Yeah, but I would need it.
And it is now, unless you have anything else, it is the golem's turn. And let's see. What is your spellcasting DC, Rupert?
Let's pretend that
Yep.
my character sheet's brand new.
Uh-huh.
How do I figure that out?
Are you
It's-
using
It's like,
It's
D&D
8 plus proficiency plus whiz, plus whiz, right?
yeah.
Yes.
So, 15. And I should let you know because I think I know what's going on, from the spell description of Major Image, trying to discern if it's real or not takes an action.
Rolled a 1.
Dabney saves the day again.
So good news, folks. This is it's not going to be a late night for us, as we have skipped what could have been potentially 2 combat encounters. as this thing wipes the smoke from his face. And, Hurin, there you are. Where's your brother? I miss you. How are you? This is
Where are
great.
the other drugs going?
Where are the drugs go? I'm not wearing hockey pads. um, and continues its conversation with this illusory image. It doesn't even break. It just so earnestly believes this to be the small boy that it knew prior, and it just continues rambling on at length about basically nothing. Where the drugs going, hockey pads, who was that guy, how are you, I still like raspberries, where's your mom, where's your dad, where's your brother, what are you doing, are you doing good in school, like, and it just continues non-stop ad nauseum. It's quite irritating, in fact.
I love it.
It even like starts to rest its hammers down and like sits down like crisscross applesauce, waist deep in the water, and like is gesturing very wildly with its hands as it continues to ramble on. Yeah, your dad. I don't know what that was about. But how are you doing? Like, you haven't aged a day. That's amazing. I mean, I thought you guys got old and stuff. But you know, it's good to see you. It's so great. And then on and on and on he goes.
Well, that's bizarre.
Have you all considered being in a different room than this one? Because we're all in this room, and it seems like we should give them some time.
I think that is a lovely idea.
To the Dabney mobile, then.
As you are all going to back out of the room, a portal does open, and a group of Legion of Wonder legionaries pour into the room, and it's this way out. Come on, folks, and you are whisked back to the Vorpal front gate of the protection. Sorry, the +3 Vorpal front gate of protection, where all of the party guests have been saved and are, being looked after by paramedics. Ambulances have arrived, and the authorities are there to ask questions and take statements from people, and you are informed by Deborah, who was leading the legionaries at this party, that the Gemhammer brothers, who are no longer here, because they don't want to be in front of cameras for this, or magic orbs, or whatever we were calling it this week, offer you thanks and congratulations for dealing with that, and also for making it so that the giant golem did not destroy the secret mountain lair. Thank you for everything you tried to do for them, not realizing, of course, that they had already escaped, and they're very appreciative of your service. As compensation for your heroic efforts, you are each given 5,000 gold pieces, VIP invitations to the next Gemiversary Hammerbration gala event, of course, and you because I don't know if we ever do this again, I don't care, I'm just going to say that you all level up.
I'll take it.
Yeah, for real.
All right.
She is sad to report that no one knows what became of the wizard Brimblemorph, or if that even was really him, or what his deal was at all. As the expectation that a real-life Brimblemorph would be quite old, although there are spells that would potentially solve that problem altogether. So it wouldn't be impossible to think that he de-aged or something, but if so, where and has he been this whole time, and why was he not messing with the Gemhammers well before this? All questions to be asked for a future date. Rupert, you Lady Blackwood, I presume that you give this this wand to Rupert.
Yeah, I have no use for it. Here, take it, whatever.
I don't have identify on me, but if we're gonna, rest before the next one, I'm happy to prepare it tomorrow.
Yeah, and as we epilogue this, you were able to find out that this, as I scroll back down to this, and I'll send you this. This is a wand of reverse polarity.
Still trying to make that work, huh?
Yeah, and I did.
Okay.
This featureless silver wand feels warm to the touch and emits a powerful aura of abjuration. Using an action, you can use the wand to counter, activate, or deactivate any magical device or spell within 60 feet. Additionally, you can use one of the wand's charges to reverse the polarity of any magical effect. This wand's ability could have any potential effect at the Game Master's discretion. This reversal could counter a spell effect, or just switch the type, i.e. Fireball into Ice Spell. It has 5 charges, and regains them once per week.
Nice.
Which I don't mind Rupert having, because I hope we do this sort of thing a whole lot more, and I can't wait to see what you in particular do with that magic item.
I'm gonna reverse some polarities. That's for sure. Whatever that means. I don't watch Doctor Who.
This is a Doctor Who joke. Yes, it absolutely is a Doctor Who joke.
Yeah, I'm familiar enough with Doctor Who that I know that there's a screwdriver, right? So I think it does that.
Yes, it's a sonic screwdriver.
That's amazing.
You wave it around and it does something. It's fine. We'll figure
That's
it out.
all Rupert. That's what his. That's his
It's pretty on brand for you, yeah.
Yeah.
So, this is great. You guys didn't deal with the library puzzle. You just
we dealt with.
Well, I mean, you did. That is like the best case scenario. That is the best case scenario for dealing with the library. And then you best case scenarioed the golem encounter, which is why I'm going to change some of this before I give it to everyone on Friday. Good job, everybody. You did it.
Yay!
We broke it.
That's why we do these things. Solved it. What an epic end to that adventure.
Yes. And this is why notes for the win.
And you know,
Oh my god.
you were able. Sadly, you were not able to recover the grimoire, available now at gemhammer.com. But you were able to see a grimoire mimic for the first time. None of you have ever seen a grimoire mimic before, which you could read all about in the Gemhammer grimoire, available now at gemhammer.com.
I mean, I believe we do have a coupon for a free magic item from a participating shop, so maybe we can get a copy of the grimoire at a participating shop.
Sadly, you will find that in the Gemhammer Magic Item Shop section of the Gemhammer Grimoire, available now at gemhammer.com, the Gemhammer Grimoire itself is not listed among the shop inventory.
Tisk tisk.
The Gemhammer Magic Items Shop stock and prices.
Wait,
the Gemhammer Magic
sold
Item.
out now at gemhammer.com, or could I log on and pre-order it right now?
You could log on and pre-order it right now. But yeah, sadly, the Gemhammer Grimoire is not a magic item available in the in-game Gemhammer and Sons, but it is available here in this world, in the real world, for you to.
Victoria might have to cast Karen.
Listen, when you can plane shift, when Victoria can plane shift to this dimension, she can absolutely purchase a grimoire from us. I will gladly hand her one. Also, yours is I think yours is already shipped.
I didn't get an email.
It's because I haven't loaded them in the backer kit yet. Like I have a series of.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
You're the mail. Come on. I have no idea what could have activated that.
Series.
Yep. Okay. Yep. I didn't think I had Siri turned on, but that's fine. It's See, I'm curious now. I'm actually going in to see if yours is shipped. It was just
While we're doing that, you want to give everybody a chance to plug something?
absolutely. Could we counter clockwise? Because we went clockwise last time, so now we're going to counter clockwise. How do you feel about that? Changing it up. You weren't expecting it.
Dun,
That's
dun,
fine. That means
dun.
Megan goes first.
Oh,
So,
Megan, you're getting dice.
we move-
Your stuff is
I'm
not
g-
shipped yet. Your stuff is going to ship this
Okay.
weekend.
Okay.
Because they're right there. So, anyway, sorry.
Cool.
Continue.
Dr. Megan Connell. I'm the co-founder of Geeks Like Us. I'm the Dungeon Master for Clinical Role. We stream every other Monday, and we use the Deck of Wonder all the time to wonderful and amazing effects. I am also the host of our podcast Brain Noodles, where we talk about random things and have a lot of fun. And then I'm also a psychologist and do lots of other things and talk about psychology and gaming and all that fun stuff.
I don't know what order things are, so
Are you not watching the stream?
no.
Oh.
Oh, that was my fault. You were technically the next person. I just said Megan went first before me, so it was supposed to be you and then Megan and then me. Whoops.
Yeah, I have no idea. So, Beth Vargas, I do artwork for Gemhammer and Sons Gaming. Buy their things, the Deck of Many Things, Deck of Wonder, do all the things for them because they are fantastic. And yeah, somebody else.
I'm Amelia Herbst. I am the community manager of Geeks Like Us. I'm also the producer and audio editor for Brain Noodles. And I also remembered that I typically do Tuesday night stream. I co-host Lord du Jour with Dr. Emery Daniel, and we are currently doing Skyrim. Other than that, I'm a doctoral intern, so I'm almost doctor, almost psychologist. And that's where all of my other time goes.
I have nothing to plug. It's here, right?
Oh,
It's
yeah. I
for us.
mean, we haven't. I mean,
This
you
entire thing was a plug for my stuff.
yeah. I'm not sure if everyone's aware, but Gemhammer and Sons have been doing Gemhammer and Sons live to plug Gemhammer and Sons products available now at gemhammer.com.
Wait, I thought the
what?
Gemhammer and Sons products were a plug for the live games.
No.
Oh. I gotta talk
I
to my
gotta
representative.
go.
Oh, this is awkward. Wait, hold on. Let me consult the chart. At what point do we become internet famous? No,
Mike, Ian, are we internet famous yet?
Are we?
Totally.
Gemhammer, the New Zealand cousin.
Mike,
Mike says
no.
we're not internet famous yet.
Oh.
We got to make more better game stuff.
Oh, okay. Well,
Gordo thinks we're internet famous, but only in their hearts. So,
oh, well, I appreciate that, Gordo. And we plan to do more of these. Sorry for the long wait in between sessions. And the anticlimactic ending of critically succeeding on skipping everything that would have been an awesome fight. So, but before we go, of course, if there are any questions in the chat, we'll gladly answer them. If you want to know about any of our upcoming products, including a Kickstarter, our deck of dynamic dungeons, which is coming soon, or if you just have any questions for us in general, feel free to ask that. But also, we have this giveaway to do where you're going to get yourself some cards from the deck of many things and
real quick before the giveaway,
Yes.
you said that this adventure would be available
yes,
for
this
people
is,
to watch
that's
or to read and run and what have you.
yes, the Gemiversary Hammerbration. And I accidentally just opened Photoshop, which I did not want to do. The Return of Brimblemorph will be available on gemhammer.com. I'm sorry, on our Patreon for all of our followers. And actually, wait, were we doing this on Patreon or were we doing this
I
on
think
just on the?
Patreon sounds right. That's where I think that's what you were saying last time.
Yeah, I think this was going to go up on Patreon. Anyone that gives even $1 will have access to this cool Gemiversary.
Yes.
Let me put our Patreon. Is it just patreon.com/gemhammer?
Yeah.
Let me throw that in chat. So if you want to see what cool things we skipped by being so amazing, I can't wait to find out.
It was like, don't worry about it. You'll find out on Friday when it posts there. Otherwise, we get free magic items going out every day for the month of October. So check that out. Helping us.
I don't think I got a chance to compliment you on today's raisins. Big fan.
Oh, thanks.
Raisins?
Oh, was that Patreon?
No,
Exclusive?
that wasn't Patreon exclusive.
Oh, did you not see the post today?
I've been busy with.
Oh, when you get a chance, jump onto Twitter and just
Okay.
look at our feed. Today's magic item was a box of raisins, +1 raisins. It's a small box of raisins that gives you +1 to checks related to raisins.
Nice. My kids would appreciate that.
I mean, it's absolutely what I want to get when I'm trick or treating. So, there are some people in chat who want to win some stuff, and we are going to make that happen.
With some more better game stuff?
Someone is about to win some more better game stuff. Let's see who it is. And it's Mike Diffin. I assume that's how that's pronounced. Mike, congratulations. You have won yourself some decks of many things. And I will message us on Twitch, and we will direct you how to get in contact with us in a better way so that we can get these to you.
Connor, would you say he won many decks of many things?
He won many decks of many things. Oh, they do all have the same back, so you could just make it one deck of many things.
You could also, because they have the same deck, mix and match and make many decks of several things.
Also true.
Connor,
Congratulations.
can
Mike.
we release a product April 1st next year called the Deck of Just One Thing? And it's,
Oh, please do.
Yes.
Please do.
Deck of just one thing.
how much would it cost to get like a foil booster pack of a single card?
A lot more than you think.
Yeah, I know, but wouldn't it's gonna be so good? It's gonna be so good. You know what we'll do? We'll do a Geek Think thing. And we'll just like put it out,
Mhm.
and all our viewers will go, oh yeah, they were told us they're gonna do that. And everyone else will be super excited about it. Go, oh yeah, like the Tauntaun sleeping bag. And then when we know how many people would have bought it, that will be good.
Well, we haven't really talked about this much because we're planning a Kickstarter for very soon, for the end of November. But another project we were planning for late spring, early summer was going to be the Deck of All the Things coming back and doing another run through of that. And so maybe it makes sense to kind of attach that there. But it kind of loses its April Fool's joke there, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
That could be a pretty fun expansion, though, to include with the Kickstarter as like a stretch goal.
What would be the one random item, one random effect though? It would have to be, I don't know.
A bag of endless hard-boiled eggs.
You gain an experience point.
And experience. Perfect. No, see, that's too powerful because someone would just draw that card over and over again.
Yeah,
I'm
if they
gonna
can
draw
find
the-
it.
That's true.
This
That's true.
card.
Your DM has to give you the deck of just one thing.
Yeah, you gain one experience point, and the card immediately dissolves after you gain this experience point.
There's some cards in the Munchkin card game that you actually have to like physically interact with and like destroy to get their effect. So maybe it's you may destroy this card if you do gain an experience point.
Now it's collectible.
Yeah, now people want to
Yeah.
keep buying them, right?
Yeah.
We don't
See-
get an order for one.
You
We
get-
get
you
an
get-
order for 30.
Yeah. Joe.
That's where the real money's made.
Merchandising, where the money from Gemhammer is made.
So wait, did you just find a way to turn D&D into pay to win?
No.
No. We would never monetize anything like that. And as a reminder, available now at gemhammer.com.
All the new spellcasting options.
Beautiful artwork.
Ooh, mana sites.
New bard colleges. Spellcasting options.
You have the College of Fist, right?
No, that's a wizard.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, that
this
is.
is the- or,
That's,
sorry, Yeah,
not
or
a
the
college. It's a
Muscle
wizard
Yeah.
school.
Arcane.
Wizards
tradition.
don't go to school, college. They just go to school.
Wizard traditions. Yeah, the tradition of the muscle wizard. They are best described by the advertisement they publish in local papers and have criers shout in the streets. Behold, the might, the majesty, the truest form of physical and intellectual excellence. Muscle wizards combine the body and mind into an arcane powerhouse of Herculean force. When all else fails, cast fist.
Nice.
Evidently, punching with magic counts as wizardry these days.
All right.
Like it.
So Anything else we want to plug?
No, we're gonna be doing some more of this soon. As we get closer to the next Kickstarter, I'd like to have more people on, do some of this stuff. September was kind of weird for us, and we're just coming off the Grimoire Kickstarter, so we're trying to get back into this sort of thing. So we'll be doing more of this soon. And we also had a live stream in September for the
PAX Online.
Yeah, for PAX
yeah.
Online, it was that was also
That
that
was
was
the
showcasing the Decadynamic Dungeons. So we're
Yep.
going to be kickstarting that soon. But we also did one for MacGuffin Stone Keep. That's going to be out relatively soon. We never got that up as we had planned, but that one's done. It's in the can. It's just I don't want it to like land in the way of other things, so we haven't pushed that out just yet. So probably in November is when that will land. So we have a few different things coming up. We'll definitely be having more people on to kind of showcase some of that stuff and have some fun with it. So yeah, that's us. Thanks for joining us as we wrap this up, put a little bow on our Gemiversary Hammerbration. Sorry that we had like 4 seconds of initiative, but hey, sometimes that happens. So
You know what we did, Connor?
what's that?
Is we left it as a surprise. We got through the adventure without
You're right.
spoilers for people who want to play
And
it.
you know what? I also think, you know, just because this happened now, I'm not sure. Well, see, like I plan to use Brimblemore for another thing, so he's definitely gonna skedaddle. I'm sorry to tell everyone. Like you already know that happens, so. But maybe I leave the Mimic behind. And now you gotta fight the Mimic. The Mimic that has spells. So who knows?
I mean, the mimic would respawn itself, right? Because it's a trap. And so
That's-
after 1d4 rounds, a new mimic appears.
well, it's not a trap. It's a creature.
Right, but the creature was left there as a trap.
It was. Oh, are you suggesting that I do that?
Yes.
Oh. I like the way you think. You're getting a credit.
You get 1 experience point.
Yes.
But definitely, I would like to have Amelia and Beth and Megan come back and do this again. So hold on to your character
Okay,
sheets.
fine then.
You're
Enjoy
obviously
yourselves.
you're obviously gonna you're us. Join us. What? Um,
You weren't invited because it's already known you should be there.
It is known.
Mhm.
All right.
It's your house. Of course you're invited to the party.
No, it's fine. I'll just be in my room.
He's like the
That's no
awkward
fun.
roommate that shows up halfway through a party. Oh, I guess everyone's still here. I'm gonna go to my room. Fine.
Okay. Before this gets hurtful and ruins my self-esteem, let's find somebody to raid.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh, these guys are doing Rime of the Frost Maiden. Good sound, good lighting, good cameras, and a woefully inaccurate number or incorrect number of viewers. So let's go over to Fabled 42, see what they're doing for Rime of the Frost Maiden.
Woo!
We would like to thank Beth for joining us, Dr. Megan, of course, Amelia, for helping us out. And you will hear from us on Friday. Patrons will get this adventure. So that'll be great. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Ba, 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 ba.
Do I have to wait for us to raid before I end the stream?
Yes. And I
There we
do
go.
believe we have done that.
Yep.
We did that at the exact moment you said yes, which is the exact moment I clicked end stream. So that's going to be great later when we put that on YouTube.
It'll be wonderful.